girl named Platinum. She's lighter than a breeze. She's got a smile so golden. She brings me to my knees. Flatter than a flapjack, but she got that style. Karanta girl so cool, she makes all the boys go wilder. She struts down the street like she's owning the town, with a shimmer in her step, never lets them get her down. Her curves may be subtle, but her charm is bold. Got a heart of diamond, she's a sight to behold. Platinum, your shining makes the world aglow. Karanta girl, you reap just what you sow. Flatter than a flapjack doesn't mean you lack. Gonna show the world, girl, you got what they lack. In the club she dances, lights follow her lead. Doesn't need much, just a rhythm and a beat. She's a firework in motion, breaking every mold. Platinum girl, you're worth more than your weight in gold. People talk, but she won't hear a thing. Platinum's got dreams that awaken with the spring. She takes on the world with the spark in her eye. Flatter than a flapjack, but she's flying sky high. Platinum, your shining makes the world aglow. Karanta girl, you reap just what you sow. Flatter than a flapjack doesn't mean you lack. Gonna show the world, girl, you got what they lack. Platinum, your shine, it makes the world aglow. Karanta girl, you reap just what you sow. Flatter than a flapjack doesn't mean you lack. Gonna show the world, girl, you got what they lack. In the club she dances, lights follow her lead. Doesn't need much, just a rhythm and a beat. She's a firework in motion, breaking every mold. Gonna show the world, girl, you got what they lack. Got what they lack. In the club she dances, lights follow her lead. Doesn't need much, just a rhythm and a beat. She's a firework in motion, breaking every mold. Platinum girl, you're worth more than your weight in gold. People talk, but she won't hear a thing. Platinum's got dreams that awaken with the spring. She's a firework in motion, breaking every mold. Platinum girl, you're worth more than your weight in gold. You got what they lack.
In the garden where she toils day and night, with her secrets hidden far from sight. Neurotoxin vials within her grasp, pods of danger in the earth's soft clasp. Podenka walks amongst the roses tall, vigilant eyes on the shadows fall, with a spray of fear in her gentle grip, protecting life with a calculated zip. Guard and keeper in the midst Through the twilight she stands firm and true, guarding secrets only few ever knew. With her touch chaos comes to peace. Her dark defense makes the mayhem cease. Petals whisper as she moves along, her silent song growing ever strong. In her wake no villain dares to play. Her garden thrives in the bright of day. Garden keeper in the midnight hour, shield us all with your hidden power. Neurotoxin misty as she weaves, in her bower no one ever grieves.
Trying to escape from echoes past, the soul there, she's the Texas last. In her shadow, Lapland awaits to witness the intertwining of fates. No distance is far enough to hide. Selene awaits with swords at her side. Memories can't weigh her down of her family's lost renown. Texas won't break, won't bend, won't bow, as Lapland awaits a fate she can't allow. Swords cross paths to solemn vow, for families they both disavow. Texas, Texas, hear the call. A fate for a will that will never fall. When Lapland's near, her skin will crawl as the city prepares for a brawl. Syracuse's family's reach is long. Eddie's pulling you where you belong. Villains beware not to be reckless. Only fools try to mess with Texas. A contract is formed, a new fang born. Familial ties completely forlorn. Inspired by Selenea's strife, Lapland becomes Arrow's knife. Texas won't break, won't bend, won't bow, as Lapland awaits a fate she can't allow. Swords cross paths to solemn vow, for families they both disavow.
think. Next time he saw her with a plan, a jetpack show with no quicksand, avoiding pranks of clever wit, sticking to the sky, not the pit. Jetpacks and holes don't mix it all. Kevin took a mighty fall. Tallulah laughed till she went red. Kevin tumbled on his head. Jetpacks and holes don't mix it all. Kevin took a mighty fall. Tallulah laughed till she went red. Kevin tumbled on his head.
Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, shoot! I might have to adjust the volume. Hold on. Is that better? I can't even tell. I might have to adjust the volume several times. Actually, maybe I'll, how do I... master volume? I'm just gonna fucking use the mouse. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Alright, alright. Let's see how this goes. Oh, shit! No, you can't hear me. Wait. Yeah. Oh, man, I gotta make sure I'm unmuted. I am not used to, doing OBS with, like, normal full screen games and whatnot, so we're gonna figure this out. This game is a bit of nostalgia for me because, I played this series back when I had a Dreamcast, before there was even, like, PS2 and whatnot. I can't remember the exact years, but I want to say it was, 2001-ish, or maybe even, it might have even been before that. I honestly can't tell. I know, it's a long time ago. I know I had it on Dreamcast, and I played the crap out of Tokyo Extreme Racer 2. And so this game, I didn't even know it was making a comeback, but it's got already crazy good reviews on Steam, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick it up, stream something a little different today, and part of that's also because I don't have the low player account, and I don't have anything that I think is like really interesting to do on Arknights, even though, I still play the game. But in terms of, like, do I have something interesting to stream? And so I picked this up on a whim. This stream is on a whim. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it live. And if I have to mess with the volume some more, I will. But I think that during that screen, it just didn't have the settings applied. All right. We're going into it. Yeah. Of course, get the frickin' tofu car. How do I... Oh, shit. That is weird. I would have thought they would have had that be on bumpers or something, like, not a cursor. It's weird to move a cursor around with a controller, but what's the Mazda? A Miata? Ooh. The rule in the car guy world is Miata is also always the answer. That, I'm sorry, a Truno doesn't... If I have to choose between a Truno and a Miata, it's gonna be a Miata. I don't care about tofu that much. Oh, come on. No. No. It's gotta be a Miata. We're doing the Miata! I can't even say if this is meta or not because this is probably like spending all the money. So instead of getting the car and then having some for upgrades, but all the early game upgrades are like ghetto anyways. Normally you have to beat some dudes in order to like unlock better upgrades. Oh man, it would be funny to put my actual Japanese plate in here, but I don't remember what it was. Once upon a time, I lived in Japan for 3 years. I had a Suzuki Escudo over there. You can go look that up. In America, it was called the Samurai. I don't remember what my plate was. It looked like that. It had like, 4 digits or whatnot, but I'm not going to mess with it. That's fine. I'm sure I can change it later. I feel like there's like some weird... Is that just... Yeah, my cursor doesn't have that. It's just like some weird... I feel like the refresh on the cursor is like really slow and kind of laggy. So I'm hoping that the whole game doesn't have that. I guess we're going to find out. Garage screen. Okay, whatever. Yeah. I've literally... Wait, what? Should I have actually read that? I already have that. What am I... Oh, open the... Okay, I see. Ah! Got it. Perks. Perks? I got an RPG system in here? What is going on? I don't know what's going on. We're going to see what's going on. Tires? Medium. Okay, this is very... Day one. Okay, the original game didn't have tire selection or equipped skill. So I don't know what this is about, but we'll figure it out, I guess. I'm guessing some of the inspiration for this game probably came from like the Need for Speed series, maybe. But like, what's the point in running anything besides soft unless there's tire wear or tire heat? I mean, we'll keep them on medium. I'll experiment with this. And hopefully I don't bust out the freaking Forza calculators. I mean, I have like formulas and stuff that I created for suspension tuning and whatnot. I went all freaking math crazy in order to like own some scrubs back in the day on Forza. Normally for these games, all of that stuff is completely unnecessary. So I have no idea. But seeing tire selection is making me think that... they might have some more math in here than I would typically expect. I mean, they certainly, the specs-wise, are like realistic spec style rather than just like the bar graphs that are typical of pure arcade games. Of course. Are they going to make me go through like a training? I have no idea. Start a course, inner loop, okay. I mean, I literally, this track might be super familiar to me because these are actually like historical highways in Tokyo that you can actually drive on that have like a reputation for people racing in the middle of the night for, which is what this game is literally based on. And this kind of happened in the original game too. You had like one part of the circuit and then you'd defeat like a mid-boss and it would open up some additional parts of the map. Defeat Timid Challenger. Man, they sound intimidating. Do I have to select that? I don't even know. What do these do? Oh, that's... Oh, I do have to select that. What? That's weird. The rear course? Sure. We're not going to do manual. I've driven a manual my whole life, but, like, manual sucks unless you actually have, like, a unless you actually have like the right freaking controls to do it. If I don't have like a clutch pedal that feels like a clutch pedal and a steering wheel and a gear shifter, there's no advantage. You really like, you have to shift manual by feel. It does not translate into games. Alright, let's see how this goes. Nostalgia Fest 2025. And I'm curious if if I'm gonna like drive and be like, ah, man, I know this road already. Oh, we're going backwards. In the normal game, you'd be going the other way, at least in the beginning of the game. We're on reverse. Yeah, I know about that. I'm sure. Change view, flashing A button. Okay. I'm sure I'd figure that out at some point. Yep, I know about that too. It feels a little floaty. But that could also just be that it's a stock car. There's the guy. They're going to want us to flash him. He's got the Truno. A tofu driver here. Oh, man. No acceleration. Come on. I also don't really know how this is going to handle like high-speed corners at all. I haven't really had to hit the brakes once yet, and I feel like we're going to learn real quick what the limits are. Catastrophically. Oh! So much understeer. Holy Jesus. Yeah, the controls are a little floaty. And as this car is right now, there's a ridiculous amount of understeer. Oh, that does look backwards. I mean, it's fine. We're still gonna, like, destroy him. I gotta do something about acceleration, and I really gotta do something about the frickin'... It feels very floaty, which could just be, like I said, we'll see. It could be a suspension thing. We're literally in a starter car right now, but Miatas are not known for feeling floaty in real life. This car feels heavy and slow, not lightweight and nimble. Return to the garage. Heading back to the garage now. Man. And the cursor thing is weird. I'm not a fan of, like, the cursor when you're using a controller. Active-looking woman. Interesting way to describe her. I'm not gonna talk about the storyline of this game too much. I mean, it's not important. Sure. Do I have any money? I have 36,000. I probably can't buy shit with that. Because in Japan, that would be like 360 bucks. Not even. I mean, probably not even. Reference. Collection. Tune. Arrow. Setting. Alright, let's see what we can do. Genuine? Does this have engine swaps? I mean, I have no idea. I mean, it doesn't tell you specifically. They're just like, oh, stage 1, whatever that means. More power. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's literally just like stage 1, stage 2, whatever kind of stuff. It's not like granular. Like, this brand, this system, whatever. Intake. We can't afford any power options, which doesn't surprise me, like I said. But these are a lot more expensive than Intake. Although, how much does that even give me? Not a lot. Like, hardly anything. Probably better off with losing weight. Body and stock condition. Is this weight reduction? It is weight reduction. How much weight? Again, hardly anything. Oh my god. Tires. We cannot afford shit, can we? I mean, that's not surprising, but... Oh, we can afford brakes. But does not say at all what I get for that. We just have to assume stop faster. Alright. Now this game did, back in the day, have tons of body options to just completely... I mean, I guess this game is older than what were those movies called? Frickin' brain farting Vin Diesel movies. Fast and the Furious. This game predates that, but you could... This was like the OG of Fast and Furiousing your car. I was gonna say something else. We all know the term. I don't know how YouTube treats people that say it, so... We're gonna avoid using proper terminology for for what this is doing to a car. Can I even like see what these look like? It won't let me. That's unfortunate. Oh wait, it says view. Would it let me? Does it? I mean, what happens if I hit that? Oh, that's nothing. Yeah, I think... Oh, there we go. Okay, I can't. I just have to actually select it. I thought I tried that. Anyway, yeah, we can't afford it. All of this is, like, so much out of our price range, it's not even funny. Can I adjust literally anything? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I need to, like, upgrade it before I even have access to this stuff. They do have spring rates. So I might have to get into formulas here because it would be nice to tighten up the floaty feeling of this, potentially by lowering it and making it a bit stiffer, but doing that with just guess and check is a pain. I don't think any car actually has like completely neutral alignment either. Like, realistically, this car would have a bit of negative camber on the rear wheels and almost no camber on the front. It would rely completely on, not toe, what's it called? Oh man, I'm brain farting on it. Where the suspension is mounted at like a forward angle at a bit so that when you steer, it creates camber. And I'm completely brain farting on what that's called because I'm retarded when I have to remember something on the spot. But at any rate, like normally that's how cars are tuned, so that you have understeer because they assume amateur drivers are gonna do something stupid and then spin the car and completely lose control. So they put the negative camber on the rear wheel, and they have a pretty neutral camber on the front, but then they have some whatever that's called that I'm brain farting on. It's not offset. It's something else. It's not toe, because toe is like where the wheels are pointing in towards each other or out, toe in and toe out. Man, it's bugging me that I can't remember the name of it because I actually know what it's called. But whatever. But yeah, that's just the default for every car. You can actually see it if you just look at cars on the street. You'll see the negative camber on the rear wheels of almost every car. And that's to induce understeer in scenarios where typically people might lose control of the vehicle. And that's what this car almost certainly has on it. But if you get it track tuned, they would almost nearly reverse that. They'd put 2 to 3 degrees, typically around 3 degrees of negative camber on the front. And they'd have a hard 2 degrees on the rear unless you ask for more. Let's see. I'm sure this costs money too, so I probably can't even afford... I can do colors. Vinyl? Do they have presets, or do you actually have to, like, design something? Oh, man. I'm not gonna go to town on that. Would take forever to, like, make a design. Does this cost money? How much for a pink Miata? Free? Oh, okay, that doesn't cost anything. And we'll keep it the default color for now, because I don't really care that much. But, oh, that didn't do anything. Hold on. I have to hit decide. I'm not a big fan of, like, the cursor things. Oh, I think I can actually... Yeah, okay. So I can, yeah. I see. I don't actually have to use the cursor that much. How do I get back to the end? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. What's in here? BP. Where does it say BP? Oh, it's at the top right. Okay. Is that like battle points? Like every time you win a battle, you get a point or something? Or probably a new enemy, a first time defeat reference. This is probably going to have the person I beat in it. Yeah. But it's back in the day, like every single car you could race was like unique and individual, and you could like track everyone you've raced, and a lot of them had special requirements to even see. So you go play the game randomly and you'd see like maybe 80% of the people that you could race, but a number of them you'd have to actually figure out like the exact conditions you have to meet for them to even show up. Segment, speed trap. Alright, I don't really care about that much. We're just perusing. So we go to garage, right, to actually race. Go back out. We need money. We need money, and it doesn't really matter. Do I actually have to select this? I should just be able to depart, because in the original game, like, it might tell you who you might expect on any given day, but at the end, you just literally can just go race everybody you want, and you can even race the same dude over and over again. Yeah, sure, whatever. So we're going to have floaty suspension and tons of understeer for a while. That's unfortunate. Although, I don't know, there might be some settings in the controls to, like, tighten up how stuff feels. Can I just, like, randomly flash my lights in the original game? Like... So are those, like, flashing? No, it's just, like, high beams. I'm a little disappointed. In the original game, the way you would signal, it was, like, this strobing, blinking lights. It wasn't just like high beams. So it was a bit more, I don't know what to call it, illegally illegal looking. I don't think you're allowed to have lights that strobe. This is like factory settings. Oh, come on. The understeer's brutal. Wait, can I get on the other side of the highway? Because I see guys going the other direction. There used to be a spot somewhere around here where you could, like, flip around. Right there, yeah, right there. Oh, man, I do remember these streets. It's crazy. Oh, so much understeer. So is this the guy? Nope, that's... Okay, we get an icon now. We didn't get an icon before. You just had to figure out who you could race back in the day. I mean, their cars, it was always, like... completely boring frickin' toasters, and then, you know, riced out frickin' street cars, but yeah, in this one we get a whole lot of icons and whatnot. Alright, we'll go for it. I would bring great shame upon my family if I could not beat a 30-year-old Toyota in a brand new Miata. I have to toss that out. Like, I mean, even if we go by horsepower numbers, I think those had maybe like a $130 back in the day. I don't even think they had that much. And a modern Miata is pushing 200, which in the 80s would have been a tremendous amount of power. I'm really not under the oversteer, or I'm sorry, understeer, and the ridiculous floaty feeling of this suspension. I normally don't bump into things this much in racing games, but we're really struggling with how unresponsive this thing is. Oh, man. I wonder if they have my actual car in this game. Probably not. That's my guess. My actual car would smoke this thing so badly it wouldn't even be funny. My actual car has much better handling than this. I'm not even going. 155 kilometers is like almost 100. We're going like 99 miles per hour, some crap like that. Like, oh, so hard to control. All right. Oh, that guy up there's the tutorial guy because I've already raced him. And I have to go. Oh man, I got to drive a while to find. I need to flip a. I want to say what we say in America, but YouTube's not going to like it. I need to flip a bitch. Wait, is that... Hold on. That's not... Where's the handbrake? How do I go into reverse? Oh, there is tire wear! Holy crap! I thought I saw... Is there no way to go into reverse? How do I... Okay, what's that do? Neutral? Nope. That changes the view. Man! That's annoying. Oh man, my acceleration is terrible. Is there really no handbrake? Maybe... Is that the handbrake? I don't feel... Did that... I have no idea. I might have to, like, look at the controls. I don't want to look at the controls. I mean, I'm not sliding around. I don't think that's the handbrake. What about this? I feel nothing with that as well. I wonder if I just don't have a handbrake. That'd be a little annoying. It is early access. I should bring that up. So, for all I know, maybe that's a plan for the future. But how do I get to the other side? I see a road, but if I can't... I can't cross over there. That is a problem. There should be a way to switch from one side to the other. Because now I'm going to be stuck on this road for a while to, like, find someone I haven't already raced. Because I've already raced this guy in front of me. And the next guy is, like, I got to catch up to him, like, miles away. Which, you know, was definitely a thing in the original game. But I remember being able to get onto the other side of the highway. And they show them, like I can see them on the other side. So there should be a way... New ramp unlocked. There should be a way to switch. Oh, the understeer. It is painful. Like, can I just, like... But I can't reverse. How do I... Alright, we gotta look. We gotta look! Alright, accelerator. Brake. It says brake reverse, but I don't go into reverse. Handbrake is X. Okay. See? That's brake. Oh, I have to double tap it. Oh, it's blocked off. How do I... Why was I able to go into reverse before, but now I can't? How did that work? Wait, now it's in reverse. I am very confused by that, but okay. So I can't cheese the system and go... I can't get to the other direction so easily. That is just what I'm learning. Well, I might as well race this person again because I'm probably going to be able to beat them before I even get to the next guy. There's no point in me just not racing someone since we have to go in that direction anyways. And I'm going to have to figure out how to switch from one side of the highway to the other. There has to be a way. But without having to, like, go into... See? Ah! Yeah, those gaps are all blocked off, though. Ooh. I felt that nudge. The oversteer is strong, but the freaking pit maneuver is stronger. Oh my gosh, this car feels so floaty. I'm hoping that's just an arcadey element where, you know, your stock car is very understeery and hard to be responsive, and then when you pimp it out, it's a lot more reactive. Just as expected, I get much less rewards for re-racing someone versus racing someone new. I mean, that got us about halfway to the next guy. Oh! Oh my god! This car feels terrible. Driven on the Autobahn. And even my Audi Q5 when I had that was felt better than this. I mean, I don't have any other choice, so... Oh my god! Alright. We really need to make this car feel less, like, fat and bloated. It's kind of like, it feels like driving an F-150 at, like, with the bed loaded to max capacity. So not towing, but, like, just weight in the vehicle. That's what it feels like. And the brakes are awful, too, which is kind of a weird thing to say about a Miata. Alright. Actually, I wonder if... So I don't really have the interiors modeled. You can't really see that view so perfectly, but normally in racing games it's actually like a bit of a hack to play in like one of these views, because I don't know how to put it. It like gives less of a sort of laggy feel to the driving, but this car is so pregnant it still feels like a bit laggy. But like if you're playing Forza and you want to win, for example, it's actually like a hack to not be playing in third person. Third person is a huge debuff in a racing game, but it does look cool. And it's like an arcadey game, so who cares? I would be embarrassed if I could not beat this game in third person. Rolling guy number 3. He sounds important. I bet all the guys in the rolling guy gang respect rolling guy number 3. I would wager money on it. I would wager at least 5,000 monies on it, which in this game is enough to buy you like a license plate frame, maybe. So we got 150k, which is definitely enough to buy something. So there's that. But we're gonna get... I'm gonna try and get at least 2 more guys, because they're lined up right now. Maybe 3. Before going back. And then we'll see what we can do. I mean, the first when I originally played this game, the very first one, I actually pimped out the starter car, and then I was like, that was a mistake. I should have just saved up my money to buy something better. But, which is probably the case in this, but we are going to... We're going to pimp out the starter. We don't want to leave it completely in stock form and just race scrubs until we can get, like, something halfway decent. Because then you have to sink a whole bunch of money to make that better anyways. But at least you're starting from a... like, at least your top level, like, you don't have to buy 3 or 4 other cars down the road. At a certain point, the Miata is 100% gonna fall off. Even if we fully pimp it out. That's the whole point. I wonder what, like, the top tier cars in this game is. The super secret... Oh my god, dude. He's pit maneuvering me like hardcore. Stop it! Oh my god. Oh, my acceleration is terrible. We can be an asshole and just block him, though. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna force you to... I'm gonna be Lewis Hamilton here. Yeah, you try to pass on the left. We'll see how that works out for you. That's what I thought. That's right. That is right. I think the other issue is being in a not very fast car right now. It's taken me a while to even just like catch up to the next guy to race. That is definitely much less of a problem when your car is actually fast. So, this guy's not too far away though. We will keep going as long as I don't have to go too far to get to someone I haven't raced yet. Oh, man. That's right. I'm sure in a real street race, if you just rear-end the guy, he'll be super happy to just race you right after that and completely honor you know, paying you if you beat him after you've rear-ended him. 10 out of 10 for realism. My tires are getting a little shaky, but the funny thing is, I can't even tell. I see they're in the yellow. I have noticed no difference in the handling. Still got tons of oversteer, like, to a ridiculous degree. My brakes are terrible, and it still feels floaty and unresponsive, so... We are, like Lewis Hamilton, the tires are gone, but we're still going to race and beat people. Of course, half the time when he says the tires are gone, he's also just blatantly lying. Wait, am I being challenged? I can't believe he challenged me. What a jerk face. Rolling guy number 1, if you are not the leader of your gang, I would be disappointed. Why is he fast? Holy shit! This is me being an asshole intentionally because he has more top end than I do. That's what he gets for trying to do a clean pass. I freaking Alan Prosted him. Oh, I'm forced to... Okay. Oh my gosh, they only drive AE86s. Of course they do. That's a $50,000 car that don't pay $50,000 for an AE86. Don't. It's not. No, you can do better. That's all I'm saying. They're sure, they're neat to see, but like you're paying for nostalgia. You're not. It's not the 1980s. You're not getting a great bargain. You can buy a Fox body Mustang for dirt cheap. Got called out. I still crushed you. Alright. What now? Okay. Old Souls. Now I'm being called out. I mean, I'm assuming, like, most of the cars in this game are, like, especially the hero cars are going to be 30-year-old. It's going to be, like, 3rd and 4th gen, like, RX-7s, 2nd and 3rd gen Supras. Let's be real. Like, I'm sure they'll have some new stuff, the GR Corollas and whatnot, new Supras. The ultimate car in the Tokyo Extreme Racer 2 was, it was a freaking Datsun 240, so put that in perspective, which is objectively a cool car, to be honest. But, at the time, I don't think people appreciated it as much as they do now. Like, now that's like the most desirable of all the Nissans. next to maybe like an R34 Skyline or an original Skyline. Yeah, okay. So I'm forced to return to the garage after being challenged. I don't know if that's every time or just the first time. But we got some cash. I'm curious. Oh, sure. It's not what I was looking for, but... no. How do I... Okay. Custom. What's custom? Oh, okay. So it looks like you can buy... When you beat a boss, you can just buy their car. I have that unlocked now. That's what that is. And I'm not paying $5 million for that. I also literally could not buy a cooler car if I wanted to at this point, so that looks like they're kind of maybe forcing me to a certain extent to pimp my ride a bit. I mean, do I even need defense if I'm always winning? How much is this? Oh, hell yeah. Win faster. Driver level? Wait, skill. Oh, shit! And that costs... Oh, man, I fucked up. Okay. That just gives you more SP. Perks? I don't understand what that means. Is there like a limit to how much money I can have total? I have to unlock cars with BP. I see. Daihatsu. Hell yeah, dude. Real racers drive Daihatsu. Let's see what just is at the bottom of the tier. Subaru, Nissan, and Toyota. I'm guessing they're going to expand this. This is probably 2014 Fairlady Z. It would have been cooler if it was the original 240, like in the first game. R34, of course. Not surprising there either. I don't know what the hell this is. Crown Athlete G Package 05. Actually, I have no idea what that is. But this is not surprising at all. And this is not surprising at all. That's a little surprising. Do they have the 240? 94. Sylvia. 180 SX. Man, I'm guessing they don't. Wait, there's more? Suzuki. Do they have the cappuccino is what I want to know. Ah! They have the cappuccino! Yeah! Oh my god. I have no idea what that is. BRZ, okay. I like BRZ's like down here on the frickin' tech tree. Of course, RX-7, like that, what is it, Gen 3 or whatever. FD, I think that yeah, they call them FDs. Well, it doesn't matter, whatever. If you know the RX-7, you know which one is going to be the one people want the most. Not surprising. RX-8 above it, always. STI, I don't really care about. Mitsubishi Evo, sure. A classic. And we don't have anything further down. Okay. And I also have to spend to unlock... Okay, so we need BP for, like, everything. And everything costs 3? Alright. Good to know. Oh, so expensive. Well, first thing we're gonna do is this. Obviously. I just want to see if we can make this thing a little less floaty. And I'm going to leave it on like default settings for these upgrades and see if we have a more responsive vehicle for starters. But again, just everything being sluggish from acceleration to sorry, I keep saying understeer. All things that are highly problematic right now, so we are addressing them step by step. And so I can't do any of these, but just ride height. That's 1 notch. That is a lot. We're not gonna be complete scrubs and do freaking aesthetic low riding. We'll do 1 notch on each. I kind of wish I could do all of them at the same time. So we'll see what they do with that long term. Wait, why did it... Oh, I hit default instead of decide. I saw the D. And, so we don't get proper numbers, we just get very general. That's fine. We'll leave it. I don't want to go too ham on changing settings. I'm just curious how much of a difference that'll make. I'm guessing a lot of the settings are not terribly important. A lot of it's probably more for aesthetic, but we'll see. I'm guessing upgrading the suspension makes more of a difference than tweaking the settings specifically. But I could be wrong. In a proper racing game, the settings would make a much bigger difference than the price tag. Rolling Master. I don't even know if I can defeat Rolling Master, because, to be honest, Rolling Master probably has a pimped out car. But, let's see where this takes us. Still floaty. Definitely more... It's still floaty, but I have less of an understeer problem. That's for sure. Still understeer, but less of an understeer problem. Alright, Battle of the Miatas. He's got an older one. I mean, all things considered, this car should completely destroy an older Miata. The only reason people like them is because of nostalgia. But the newer Miatas are just, like, a lot better. I mean, they are heavier because of safety stuff, but they just also have, like, way more power. And modern tires have way more grip. Like, everything's been improved in the Miata. Oh, the oversteer. Or understeer. Jesus Christ. I might not be able to catch this guy. Holy crap. My acceleration is awful. I am reeling him in. And he is going to have to change lanes. That's right. That's right. I get money for reversal attack, huh? I don't know what entails a reversal attack, but I just pulled one on him. Alright. Alright. So I definitely need more power now, more than I need better suspension and tires. But it does help with how awful this car felt before. So, and we're only at like stage 1. I would imagine, again, this game is probably not meant to have the cars feel simulation realistic, especially when they're stock. I think the cars are just, they're like, yeah, we need them to feel bad. It doesn't matter if they're not actually that bad. We just need money anyway, so I'm just going to race people to catch up to whoever. I should have just manually gone in the other direction, because then I'd be racing new people. I was curious if it would automatically switch me when I selected people that I haven't raced yet, but it just put me behind a specific guy that happened to be going in this direction already, so... But, yeah. I've already beaten this guy. Why is he... He's pulling ahead. Come on. I thought we had this, I have like a whole, like, 4 more horsepower. Come on. His defenses are weak. Reversal attack. So I think that just means, like, I challenge him, he intrinsically starts in front of me, and then I happen to get in front of him, and that's just a reversal attack. I just get money for that. So if I, like, let him get ahead of me, and then, like, if I have an actually fast car, can I just, like, pass him multiple times and farm that 10,000, like, over and over again? I don't know. There's probably a cooldown on it, so probably not. But it would be funny. I'm really bummed that I have no access to the other side of the road without going to the garage right now. But I do think it's funny that I literally know this entire, like, track because it's, well, A, it's historical, and B, it was in the original 2 games. You know what, though? I actually want to be on the other side of the road enough to return to the garage. Right, meow. We'll put another power upgrade on, too, that's This is still a problem. Yes. We need more power. It's 2 horsepower. And the other one is also 2 horsepower, but for twice the money. It lowers our weight a tiny bit. We're going to do the cheaper horsepower. Actually, can we do both? No, I don't think we can. I think we're just shy of being able to do both. Yeah. Boo. We can do a clutch. Speed metric. How does that improve the speed metric? Transmission lag. Oh, I see. Faster shifts. We're gonna do it. Alright. We're gonna try... How do I say I want to go the other way? If I just click this, does that work? It does. It does indeed work. Okay. Oh, that felt awkward. Alright. Thinking about how much money you would have to have new tires every day. Especially when I think about how much tires for my car costs. It's actually kind of absurd how much tires for my car costs. The last time I had all 4 replaced, I think it was $1,800. So much money. They're awesome tires, but not cheap. Let's see here. Yeah, man. Prepare to get destroyed. This guy's got decals. I don't know if I can compete with decals. Come on, I'm going downhill. That should give me at least 7 more horsepower. Come on. Ah! Every once in a while, you would want to race in the original game on this specific set of road, because that little divider, if you just made them smash into it, you would beat them no matter how good their car was. They would just come to a complete halt, and you would just... Oh, watch me friggin' do it to myself right here. But you'd, like, shove them into one of those. And then you'd just destroy them. Sometimes that was the only way you could win. If your car was too ghetto and the boss was too bougie. I am a little bummed, though. They need to make the lights blink and flash and whatnot, rather than just be like high beams. Because it used to be a whole thing when you get challenged by one of the bosses. Because that's the thing. You wouldn't see the bosses on the stage until they challenged you. And so you'd be driving, and then you would get the lights flashed at you, and it would be like, oh man, boss battle. But it's like, it was more epic when the lights were like blinking and flickering and not just like on. It's not really that noticeable. Like, you can see it. Like, I can see the high beams, but it would be like that before. It wouldn't just be on. and actually be flickering faster than that. That's just as fast as I can click it with my thumb while driving. Look at this loser up here. He doesn't know he's a loser yet. He's gonna find out. I'm about to teach him the ways of oh my gosh, he's a freaking toaster driver. One of these guys. Ah, oh, a car community meme. I like how everyone has more frickin' low end than I do. That's amazing. Even this toaster is just like in the beginning pulling ahead. It's like, yeah, dude, I got the low gears. I would not have been able to make that turn without that suspension and tire upgrade. The oversteer is still bad, but it is definitely better. What is that double V car? Is that a boss? Did they change it so that you don't have to be challenged first before you can even see them? I mean, that's my guess. Maybe it's like an elite, but not a boss. We need more money. I will say that the Tokyo Extreme Racer games are also not games where you got a whole bunch of cars very quickly. It was definitely always a game where, like, a car was a substantial investment. Because so much money was in the upgrades. Like, way more money ended up being pimping out the car than buying it. And so every car, if you actually wanted to be able to use it, you also had to spend a small fortune upgrading it. And even buying them, especially in the early game, took a while. I mean, you can see this car cost me $3 million. I definitely haven't even earned $3 million in total yet. So... brakes still feel awful. Come on. I need so much more power. But weight reductions, I don't know, the first weight reduction hardly removed anything, so probably not really worth it, but in, well, more simulated style racing games, weight reductions are some of the most important modifications. It just makes your car literally better at everything. Get better power to weight, better acceleration, better cornering, better everything. I think the, what's the Lotus mantra? Simplify and add lightness. Yeah, that's what you get for owning a cappuccino. That cappuccino was my upgraded brakes. It just uses insurance to slow down. STI. This guy is already so much higher on the tier tree than I am. Let's hope that means he couldn't afford any upgrades. This guy is slower than the frickin' toaster. What a scrub. He's also a lot more defensive than the toaster. Ooh. He got Max Verstappen. Oh. Even lifting and braking weren't enough. I still traded paint with the barricade. Oh, come on. Nope. We are gonna catch up to this guy. And I really want to know what the freaking special icon there is for that car. Also, I wonder if they're gonna do multiplayer on this, but I don't even know how that would work. I'm trying to remember if I don't think the original games had any multiplayer. I think this was always just a single player game. So I remember playing this with friends, but never like with over-under screens or anything like that. In my memory, playing this with friends was just playing the normal game, but with, you know, trading off, handing off the controller. That car was slow. That was the first car I actually just freaking passed off. Like, oh man, that's gonna be bad for me. Oh, let me freaking get past you! This freaking taxi is an ass! Oh, he didn't freaking cock block that guy. What the hell? His car's so slow, he's not even going to be able to capitalize on it. That's a shame. I kind of want to test the emergency brake, since I know it's X now, but I don't think it's gonna... My guess is my car's just gonna, like, I'm gonna completely lose control and it's gonna be... Yeah. I wasn't far off. Wait, did I just get random money for a drift? Yeah, I don't have the power to freaking drift in this thing at all. I am so ridiculously underpowered right now. It's crazy. Oh my god. Alright. Let's get this guy. This will probably be the last one before going for some more upgrades. Another Miata duel. Old versus new. Proud challenger. We'll see about that. Dude, he's freaking. Ah, the lack of low end. Everyone's got low end on me except for that one dude that I smoked. Oh, and he's gonna be an asshole. I guess it's only fair. I've been doing the same thing this whole time, so. It's getting destroyed. Oh, obliterated, man. Look at that. Destroyed. Oh, snap. I made their boss angry. I'm going to take advantage of this toaster over here to really piss him off. Oh! Except I should, like, look where I'm going. Yeah, that's right. Oh, what?! He had to frickin' hit his brakes. So he just gave up the low-end advantage. We should be in the clear. Because if we're not, then I have no chance. If he has top end on me, we have no chance. Downhill challenger. He's got the downhill part right. Driving downhill sucks, actually. I'm gonna be honest. Driving uphill is much more enjoyable. Downhill is like way too easy to lose grip and slide in ways you don't want to. Uphill is like much harder to lose grip and easier to slide in ways that you would want to. And now he gets storyline. He's thanking me for kicking his ass. Rich looking man. Nice. I feel like these street racers are way way friendlier than the real ones. Just like, hey man, let's be friends. On time swallow. That is quite the translation. Alright, we got some points to spend. Yeah, so there's definitely, I think 3 million is the max I can have. This isn't worth getting until I have more money that I actually need for stuff. Because right now we're just spending it. And this would certainly be nice to have as well. Stuff, just passive income, but... So which tree, what hero car do we want to go for in the beginning? I mean, Supra's always a classic. Skyline's always a classic. I don't care about Impreza. What's that? Mitsubishi. Wait, which? What GTO? I don't have any of those unlocked, so whatever on that. BRS. It's at the bottom of the Mazda tree. RX-7. RX-7's not a bad option. Mazda 3. I used to see a lot of these. These were very popular. Roadster RS. I have no idea what this is. Man. So I think the main question in the beginning, do we want to go the Nissan route for a Skyline, the Toyota route for a Supra, or the Mazda route for the RX-7? Ooh. If I go the RX-7 route, I definitely get it before other stuff. That is potentially an advantage. Is there anything else I care about in these trees? I have no idea what this is. Don't care about that. 86, whatever. Boo. Another 86. And the Corolla 11. Trueno. They don't have an MR2. That's a little sad. If they had the MR2 in Celica, I might be a little more tempted to go down the Toyota tree. The Nissan has more interesting, like, mid-upgrades for cars people care about. Primarily the Silvia and various versions of the Z and the Skyline. Man, I might just go the Mazda route for the RX-7 for starters, and then maybe we go for the Supra after that. I'm kind of tempted to just go for the Supra right off the bat. Now we're gonna do the RX-7. RX-7's more unique. Although, I don't... Do these, like, unlock, or do you actually have to purchase the previous... Oh, I see. So this is already unlocked. Yeah. So if I purchase this, this should unlock, right? And we're gonna find out. Yeah, yep. Okay. We're gonna see what, the next tier of stuff even costs. Let's see what shows up in here. I guess the other thing in theory is that, so you know, I can buy the old This is so this version of the modern one. It's not the one with 200. Oh, it is the one. This isn't the 1.6 liter. Depressing. Yeah, the 1.8 is the old school one. Has a freaking bigger engine and a smaller car. Not making a lot of power because it's like 20 years old, but you know, whatever. We don't have that kind of money anyways. And I like the aesthetics of the newer style on this. But man, 131, not even horsepower. I mean, that's like 110 horsepower or something like that. PS. What's the weight difference? Hardly anything. Okay. Ooh. That's actually sizable. I mean, it's money, but it's also sizable. And torque is like killing us, man. We gonna do it. We want more power. That should actually make, I would think, a substantial difference. Can I do this? Oh, I can. Heck yes. And I don't think I have enough for this. Oh, I do. An arrow. It's interesting. Neon. Looks a little goofy. Is this just the color? Pot? I think these are... Oh, I think this is just aesthetic. Still cost the same. So I think these are just aesthetic. Because honestly, real carbon ceramic brakes would actually have different characteristics. And cost way more than steelies. That's like a very classic look for, I guess, a 10-year-older Japanese car. BBS. Let's see what they got in here. Okay. I don't think any of these make a difference. I'm pretty sure these are literally aesthetic. We're not getting like reduced rotational mass here or anything. Alright. Okay. Livery. Do I have a livery? Add new. Yeah, okay, I guess I, like, unlocked stuff. Left side. Well, I guess I've unlocked... Oh, I see. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're definitely not going to do that. Okay. Destroy a few more people and then call it a night. That's what I think's gonna happen. Let's see if my whopping 154 PS is enough to kill Special Triangle Guy. Rolling Master. Eternal Polaris. Departures. Oh, yeah, that is a boss. And there's another boss in the same direction. So we're gonna do frickin' the bosses. Hell yeah, dude. My car's still going to feel floaty, but hopefully it'll feel floaty but faster. It does feel a bit faster. Oh, and automatically, I didn't even hit the button to challenge this guy. They're just like, obviously you're here to freaking challenge. Why else would you be here? This guy put a lot of effort into a rap. Brother Rolling Guy. Oh, no, never mind. That wasn't the start of the race. He just gets a cool, like, little, like, look how scary I am cutscene. And I still don't have the low end. Oh, man. Come. Oh, am I just like... Oh, no, we are reeling them in. I just have to not crash into anything or it's over for me. Ugh! We really got to do something about that oversteer, but we also got to do something about being slow. This is going to be rough. Oh my god. My car is just a little bit pregnant. We're going to literally pass the next boss in this race, which is a little unfortunate. I think we got him. I think we got him. Yeah, we got him. We got him! From boss battle. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I can't do 2 in a row. Oh, I got a bunch of money for that, though. Nice! We are going to I see. What's this? Tires? Yeah, dude. We do not want to be held back by what we can and can't buy. That guy gave a nice bump, money-wise. That's not a whole lot on the speed metric, but it might be a decent amount on the handling metric. But we are... What is this, a limited slip differential? We're still gonna leave it in the stock configuration unless, like, I experiment with this and figure out how to make things feel better. We are definitely... We do gear ratios, so I might be able to like manually tweak gear settings to be closer ratio, but I still think power is a bigger issue than gear ratios or shift speed. But we are going to make this as pimped as we can be for now. New stuff in here? Did I unlock a boss car or something? Yeah. I like can't even hold enough money to buy these, so they're kind of irrelevant. I also don't know if like these boss cars, if you can tune them or not, because they're all just gonna be stuff that you could, in theory, create by buying the same cars and mods and decals and stuff. So I don't know if they're just like pre-packaged, if you just get like some savings on some of the mods or whatnot, but or if they're fixed spec or whatnot. But that definitely will save me some time on unlocking stuff if you can do that, because if I go down the Miata tree, but say like there's a cool Supra or something that's a boss vehicle, you could just go that route instead of going down the Toyota tree to unlock it. Yeah, that was a little anticlimactic just doing that one race. I was expecting to do a few more. But I kind of want to get that other boss. We can do that, or we can do that. I still want to school these departures. I can worry about bosses in a bit. We are doing legwork. And we'll get to see how our, for the time being, fully pimped out Miata feels. Although it's fully pimped out at like tier 1 upgrades with like nothing else unlocked and 1 tier 2, so... Or 2, I guess it's 2 tier 2s. We got tires and engine upgrade. It compared to completely stock, dude, this car feels 100 times better. But 100 times better is still garbage. But yeah, the responsiveness is way better. Still feels a little floaty. Still feels a little laggy. Still oversteering like a bitch. But the speed of rotation, we're getting way better rotation in the turns. Braking feels a lot better. And just the responsiveness in, like, for instance, if you need to, like, dodge a vehicle, dodge traffic, that feels way better. my real car would still like smoke this thing like no tomorrow. That's not even funny. Oh my god. I would smoke this thing if it were going top speed and I were starting from a complete stop. I would be faster than this thing's top speed in 4 seconds. That's like just true. That's not even a bluff. Oh man. I am always within 3 seconds of a felony in real life. Not that I actually drive fast. When you actually have a fast car, there's like not much to prove. Like, you know what your car can do, and you're just enjoying it, and other people, it's like always people with slow cars that are like faster than a really slow car, but not really fast. They have like the most to prove. The people driving the craziest, it's like people with not M Sport BMW that in their mind it's an M Sport, or like an A3 Audi, maybe a Civic with a body kit or something like that. If you see a guy driving a Lamborghini, they're almost always driving slow and in the right lane. That was my experience living in Germany. Like every person I ever saw driving a Ferrari, they were in the right lane, the far right lane. They were just cruising. They gave no shits about anyone else. That was just so real. Oh my god. This guy cucked me. And he's gonna try and do it again. Ugh! I had to ride the wall so that he couldn't freaking ram me into something. Using the brakes would have been an egregious error. I will say in real life, if you want your car to go, we'll say fast, like racetrack fast, we're not talking like drag racing, what you really want to do, the biggest upgrade you can possibly put on your car out of the gate. You have a car, it doesn't matter what car it is. You want it to be immediately better at everything, put tires on it. Like put actually good tires on it, and your mind will be blown. It's like everything is so much better on good tires, it's not even funny. And then if you actually go racing, you want to replace your brake fluid, and you want to replace your brake pads. And that's literally all you need to do to have a car you can track. Brake fluid, brake pads, and good tires. And that'll be better than anything else you can spend money on. It's not even close. You don't want to do rate reduction unless you're rich or really willing to sacrifice a lot to have a car that's shit at everything except racing. You pull out the interior, strip everything away, strip out the panels, man. You don't want to do that for a car that you drive, that I like actually drive. I used to think that like, you know, street racing and stuff like that was like cool, but then when I had enough money to have cool cars and whatnot, I realized what you actually want is a car that's actually good on the street. Why'd I get pulled out again? I keep getting forced off the street. They're like, no, you're winning too much. Did I get like a bunch of money at least? I mean, a little bit. But I don't have enough to like unlock stuff. Like, I don't think I've defeated enough people to... Wait, that's not what I wanted. Perk. Yeah, like I haven't unlocked like a new tier of stuff or anything. I wish these were like described better. So this would be for like limited slip in both braking and acceleration, but it's not. I mean, what they mean by strong and mild, I'm not sure. They're using very like not technical terms, and that's throwing me off. Transmission gear ratios. Oh shit, so the gear ratio, this is the first time there's like technical numbers in here, because the ratios are literally just like a number and a decimal, and then a correlating like top speed. The easiest way to adjust like the feel of a car for this, if you just want something to just overall feel shorter or longer, is to do the final. But how did I do this in... I had a system that I used in Forza to like optimize this. I know it started out with just like locking the final ratio at something and then tuning these kind of... I had like a method. But I also like Forza had this weird thing where, you know, you would get extra points for disabling some things that if you could actually use in a real race you would actually want. So people always talk about how when you race a car you would want to like disable traction and control and stuff like that. Strictly speaking, that's not true. If Formula 1, if they could have traction control in Formula 1, everyone would be running traction control. They have it... it's illegal in Formula 1 in order to make sure that drivers have more of an opportunity to make mistakes. So you can't just have an engineer write code so that every driver's like start at every race is perfect. Because that's what they would do. And so you could kind of cheat a bit. You could like have whatever your car was going to be set at points-wise with upgrades, because that would determine the score, and then you could go basically tune your first gear to act like traction control, so you have the absolute maximum amount of acceleration you could have from a stop without just like burning rubber endlessly. And so you could turn traction control off for the extra points, but then you could tune your gearing so that it worked essentially the same as traction control. But that's not really necessary. This car is not traction limited in any way. We are power limited at every speed. Holy shit. But it is interesting that they have the numbers in here. Although what's actually useful here are the speeds. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with this though. I think that's fine. This car isn't fast enough for me to gain much from getting in there. Yeah, we do want that on. ABS is another thing that in real racing, if you could use this, you would just always want to. The reason why people want to turn them off in factory cars is because if you can't electronically change the settings in them, what the systems are doing, it's always defaulting to the most amateur driver. So their concern is, you know, the way that a random person driving this car with no experience racing or doing any kind of extreme scenarios, if they lock up the wheels, their most likely scenario is going to be emergency braking to not rear end someone, or, you know, sliding on a wet surface or snow or something like that. And so they're always going to have these systems balanced in a way that benefits what people that don't know what they're doing are going to do. And so that's why for racing, people oftentimes want to turn all these off for the track. But if you have ABS and limited slip and all that, if you have all the, what people call the nannies, tuned for racing, it just makes you faster every time. And that's honestly why it's banned. It's not because you go faster without it. It's because you always go faster with it, but it reduces the opportunity for drivers to make mistakes. And that makes racing, quote unquote, more boring as a spectator sport. It has nothing to do with the drivers. It has everything to do with, like, how much money do you get from people watching it, because it's, you know, sponsors, and racing's expensive, so monetizing is everything. Let's see. I don't have any interesting settings in there yet, aside from the gear ratios, and I'm not going to mess with that. I am a little curious about this, since I was going to do a bit more racing and I got pulled out twice, but that is eating into how much longer I was planning on streaming. Because I only want to do a few more races for the night. We're at 2 hours now, just over 2 hours. But, yeah, I don't need my tires to last that long. Crimson Boy. Dude, that face on that logo looks kind of funky. Wait, Rival? What's in the Rival tab? Oh, these are like the names of specific people. This is like what I said. I wonder, does this tell you like what the conditions are for unlocking them? I don't see that. But I might not have any guys in here that require any special conditions yet, aside from like beating these 5 guys before he shows up, maybe. Alright, Crimson Boy. Return of the Bastards? Sure. I'm literally going to race this guy. It's going to immediately pull me out of, like, the stream. So the original games didn't do that. When you defeated a boss, you just continue to drive. You only ever went to, like, the menus and stuff when you opted to. This game forces you out after certain battles, which is a bit weird. Hopefully that's something that they remove in a patch or something, in an update, with maturity of the game. But that's certainly a suggestion I would make, is not force people back to the menu screen. Like, even if they put in, like, the weird little, like, text cutscenes or whatnot, story stuff, I don't see why you have to go back to the garage after that. Also, they need to put in places where you can, like, make U-turns to get to the going the other direction without having to exit to the garage and then come back into the game. So it does feel nice to have enough power to wait at this point to where I just don't get completely smoked at the beginning. Although that isn't a boss, that is just a random scrub, so... Oof. I definitely need much more substantial weight reduction and the ability to adjust camber. Every time I say camber, I think of a British guy saying adverse camber, which is something else entirely. It literally refers to just roads that have like a slant to them, that it's like a warning sign. Like, oh, this road could be dangerous. It has a crazy slant to it. They call that adverse camber. But it's like, when you hear a British person say adverse camber, like that voice just sticks in your head. You can hear it in British. Queen's English. For me personally, because of the show QI, I hear it in Alan's voice specifically. What's his name? Alan something. Man, I haven't watched QI in a long time. I missed the Stephen Fry years. They were great. Although I do think the Great British Bake Off lady who took it over, I'm brain farting on everything right now, name-wise, terminology-wise, but I mean, she was fine as well. I had no issues with her, but Stephen Fry is like a British national treasure. I'm not gay, but I love that man. Good old Stephen Fry. Let's see. He's got no chance. This is like a long straightaway. I don't even have to worry about how floaty this thing feels here. Return to garage. Crimson Boy. Yeah, everyone's so friendly. On-time worker. I think in the racing world that's not a compliment, but maybe in the world of Japan that's like the ultimate compliment. Like, could you imagine walking into an office building to like some like mid-level management job, and all the low-level employees are like seeing this guy walk in and like, oh, that's on-time worker. I've heard of him. He's always on time to work. So now we got some money. And I have enough to like unlock something, but I don't think I can. I mean, I literally can't buy any upgrades without unlocking other ones. And I don't know if I can unlock other ones yet. Because we still need to crush some more bosses before we even have access to that kind of technology. And I could unlock more cars, but we can't buy them. We're a bit ahead of schedule on the on needing a bigger wallet. But we have almost got to a point where we can hit 1 million, so I can't completely forget about that, but yeah, I don't think this is too important for us, to be honest. I think this is literally the best thing we can do, because then we get access to like some other upgrades. What are... We got a limit on garage size. That's interesting. I'd imagine, like, fully upgraded, you can just have everything. 55, yeah. I'm guessing there's 55 cars in the game. The Legendary Tuner. Lets you sell cars. To like buy any of the boss cars right now, I would need to get down to here at a minimum. So I guess at some point I do have to think about buying these no matter what, just because I'm going to need like the progression to even think about going out of anything much better than a Miata. But yeah, there's not much I can spend my points on. Oh, this probably tells you what you need to do to unlock the guys. I mean, that's fine. So I think all we can do then is just challenge this last guy and call it a night. If I start here, I have to drive kind of a decent amount to get there. In theory, I could do here and just like wait or go into reverse. Oh, whatever. We'll do it the way we're supposed to. We're gonna hunt this guy. And this will be our final race of the night, destroying the last newbie boss. And then I'm guessing it'll unlock like the next tier of opponents, probably the next tier of upgrades as well. And that'll let me get this Miata to upgraded to the next category. But yeah, I think we're going to be stuck in a Miata for a while. I'm curious how much money I get for re-racing one of these bosses, though. Because there's going to be a boss coming up. And I've already raced him because he's green. If I beat him, it shouldn't take me back to the garage, I would think. I would think if I beat this guy, he would just count as like a normal race at this point. But I guess we'll find out. These cutscenes seem to have like a set frame rate, because I feel like the frame rate drops a lot for these. And my computer's pretty beefy. I shouldn't have any frame rate issues at all with this game. It's not incredibly graphically challenging, spec-wise. Man. It certainly takes a while for me to get into my into inertia mode. I will say the Miata is a on a real race car driver perspective, the Miata is considered a inertia car. So the way you win races in a Miata, assuming that it's, you know, not so class restrictive that it's just things similar to a Miata, is it's not very fast off the line, but you generally don't have to slow down as much for corners. And so the whole thing is about maintaining a high average speed, so being as smooth as possible, having to hit the brakes as little as possible to maintain as much speed, so that you're not reliant on accelerating after a corner. That's how Miatas win races. And quite a few cars will lose to a Miata on like a racetrack. Particularly if you do like SCCA, what do they call them? Autocross events and stuff like that. Just because an experienced driver in a Miata is going to be able to maximize average speed rather than having to rely on power to pull them out of heavy braking scenarios. There's no reason I should be able to beat this guy. Like, a GTR versus 150 horsepower, even a bone stock GTR would smoke me. He'd be gone and I'd never see him again. This GTR, though, maybe he's got, you know, 2 bad cylinders in his car or something. A bunch of really fat people in the back seats. We are going to completely destroy him. That's what's going to happen. I'm a little bummed there's no MR2 in here. The original Tokyo Extreme Racer 2 had both the MRS and the MR2. And I think it even had the classic MR2. I can't remember if it had Celicas or not, but I know it had the 2nd and 3rd gen Supra. I don't know if it had 1st gen. I can't remember if it had any of the early generation RX-7s. I knew it had, at the time, what would have been a contemporary RX-7. Legendary tuner. Triggered. So triggered. So we have some money. Enough money to like worry about getting money capped, so maybe I'll buy that wallet upgrade here. That only costs 1. Oh, holy cap. Cow. I thought everything cost 3. Well, I thought I was going to spend 3, so I might as well spend 3. I don't care. Garage is, like, irrelevant to us right now. As if I have 7 cars. Come on. I'll get that when I need it. Kind of the same with this. And we still can't get anything here, which is crazy. Actually, you know, I am curious. It's like not really something we need. Just need to drive good. But these are interesting because these just increase how much money you get. We want that for show. And these aren't terribly important either, because again, you just win by winning. So I don't think I can do anything, but I'm guessing I unlocked like a new category of guys I can challenge. I can have 5 cars. Oh, I am curious. We will, yeah, I don't just have the 2. I wasn't sure if that GTR would show up in here or not. Reference. Library. Let's see if new bad guys have shown up. I guess they're not really bad guys, but... So can we, like, go here now? No, these are still blocked off. We're not allowed on that road yet. I know it's a public road, but we literally can't go there. We're not cool enough. We don't have the karma to go onto this public road over here. So I think this bottom section is new, but I'm not sure. I can't remember how much of this. I know which parts were definitely in Tokyo Extreme Racer 1. So this thing here, this was definitely in Tokyo Extreme Racer 1. Then this next section here, this was definitely in Tokyo Extreme Racer 2. I can't remember if it was in 1 or not. This bottom section, I can't remember at all if it was or wasn't. Or how much of it was or wasn't. Like, maybe all of it, maybe some of it. I have no idea. But I know that these two loops here, this loop here, and this loop here, these were definitely both in Tokyo Extreme Racer 2. But I think this whole bottom area is new. I think. But this first area, maybe not. Anyways, I'm going to call it here for the night. When I have stuff to do in Arc Nights, we will do that. I mean, I know the EX stages might have unlocked now that I think about it today, or maybe it's tomorrow, I don't know. But this came out, well, it's in early access today, and it's a nostalgic game for me, and I'm going to play it. But whatever I decide to stream, if it's not Arc Nights, it's just going to be because I don't have a good idea for what to do on Arc Nights in that particular day. I also said at the very beginning I wasn't going to be only any one game creator, but Arc Nights is the thing that sort of I've been playing the longest and has my most attention. Lore-wise, we're sticking to Arc Nights. I'm not going to go do Elden Ring lore or something. That's VaatiVidya's got that on lockdown. I can't compete with him. Are you kidding? And his videos are so good. So, if it comes to lore stuff, it's going to be exclusively Arc Nights. I'm definitely going to stream Enfield as well. I don't think I'm going to spend money in Enfield, but I'll stream it. Any of the things I spend money on are probably still going to be classic Arc Nights, and it's weird to explain, but there's just something about games that are like Genshin Impact that, like, it feels pointless to spend money on. Like, I know that the whole appeal is like the whole, like, waifu thing or whatnot, but I just feel in games like that, how shall I say, if the primary thing that determines your ability to progress is skill, then it doesn't really matter if you have better stats or not. Especially if you can just invest in free stuff and still be overpowered. And in Arc Nights, that's not... There's less of that, because team synergy plays like a huge role. And so there might be, you know, if you want to have a certain type of gameplay or strategy or synergy, you might actually need specific operators. And in general, you need, you know, even more than a full squad or whatnot. And Arc Nights has like hundreds of characters, and a good amount are useful to have. And the vast majority of characters in Arc Nights are also 6 stars. Which I think is not really how most other gachas work. So, I actually think that Arc Nights Enfield being a lot closer to the other gacha games is going to also be closer in terms of, like, how I view it, in terms of what you would even want to spend money for. So, like, Genshin, I played a decent amount of... especially during, like, coronavirus, but I was never, like, hardcore or anything. I just, you know, whatever, it's free. I played it. I never spent any money on it because it just never seemed remotely necessary. 4-star weapons were fine. Whatever characters I got were fine. I don't think I had a 5-star character until, like, I mean, I'd say recently, but recently, like, probably more than a year ago still, last time I played it. But I never looked into the characters. I didn't really follow any creators for the game. And honestly, I think that the best thing you can have if you just want to enjoy a game is gratitude. And what I mean by that is like even in Classic Arknights, the best way to enjoy that game is to just not care what you get at all. Like, if you just never saw a tier list in your life and you got excited every time you got a 6-star, for instance, you'd be so much happier than if somebody told you who you'd get the most bang for your buck out of pulling. It's a curse. Knowing is a curse. It is not a blessing. People think it is, but it isn't in that case. And one of the nice things about me being at like an end game state is that no matter how meta someone is, it just doesn't matter. I have so much power in my account that no amount of meta is going to move the needle in an amount that is like meaningful. So I can just never pull for another operator again. For me at this point, it's about like variety and just seeing what's interesting about new characters, and I'm way more excited about interesting characters than powerful characters. So that's kind of my perspective on that. But yeah, we are going to wrap it up here, and I don't know when the next time I'll be on stream, but it won't be super long. I'll probably stream at least once on the weekend. I don't know what day or what game or what will be the content, but probably something. Anyways, peace out. I will see you later.